Hey guys, Daps here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm super excited to have you here in this video today. And in this video, I want to show you step by step, real quick, how you can use the Ostinger website builder for you to design an amazing, beautiful, sleek e-commerce website, responsive, super fast, SEO optimized, available to ship anywhere, either physical product or digital product. This online store will be available to take payment with either PayPal or even if you want to use your Stripe account for people to check out. So if you're excited about this and you want to see exactly how you can do this with Ostinger, then I got you covered in this tutorial. So without further ado, let's get started into the tutorials immediately. I want to make this tutorial as beginner friendly as possible, so I'll be walking you through the entire process from getting an Ostinger account to setting up your online store in super simple, easy steps. So in case you have an Ostinger account, you can check the video description for timestamps so that you can navigate across the videos appropriately. Alright, so now let's get started. Let's go to my website screen and let's start these tutorials immediately. So right on my screen here is ostinger.com, and this is everything you need to create your website. As it is written here, up to 75% off. As a matter of fact, I'll also be showing you how to get further discount with my coupon code in this tutorial. So for you to get to Ostinger, you can click on the link in my video description. That's an affiliate link, and I will get a certain commission if you buy through my link. I would appreciate if you can support me that way. I would immensely be grateful if you can. It's a win-win for you. You also get to use my coupon code to get an amazing discount. So once you are here, you can just come down here and just hit this claim deal. It will bring you down here for you to see their hosting plans. Hosting, I've got three amazing, beautiful plans from the premium to business to cloud startup. So as you can see here, amazing pricing starting from 2.99, and the amazing thing again is that you can get 3 months free, and that's quite fantastic. So if you come down here, you see quite a good number of the features you'll be getting, and that's the beauty about Ostinger. That's why Ostinger is the best hosting plan for startup entrepreneurs. So I always advise people who are starting up new business, new project to start using Ostinger, because you are going to save yourself quite a good amount of money, also having quite amazing server resources. So you can come down here to check. I really don't want to waste so much time doing that, so you can just hit the add to cart button. I think the premium is enough for you to get started. So if you come down here, you can then choose a period for your hosting. You would see that if you invest in the 48 months plan, you would get 3 months free, and you'll be able to buy 2.99. Now you would see that for the 48 months plan, 24 months plan, and 12 months plan, each is pricing at 2.99. So you ask yourself, why should you invest in the 48 months plan if you can also just buy a 12 months plan for the same price? But here's the catch. If you come down here to your plan renew, you will see that at 48 months plan, you would first off get a 3 months free, and that's now 51 months plan, and that's crazy. You would be renewing at 6.99, but if you invest in 24 months, you'll be renewing at 7.99 and 9.99. This looks so small, but when you are paying for a 2-3 year plan, you will see the difference in the amount of money you'll be paying. So this is very, very critical for you to choose what pricing is the best. So in my opinion, I always advise people to go for the 48 months plan. And this is just Ostinger saying that we compensate people who invest in us on a long-term basis. So I will encourage that you go for the 48 months plan. It will give you rest over time for you to focus on your business, focus on marketing your business, focus on making sales on your online store, instead of trying to think of how to renew your hosting plan and all those stuff. You would see that I did not even mention anything about the monthly plan pricing at 11.99 is a rip-off. In my opinion, I would never advise anyone to invest in a monthly plan. It's crazy, except you have those amount of money to spend. So right now, if you come down here, you will see that you should ideally be paying $143.52. That's after you've gotten a massive $432 dollars discount. So let me show you how you can even get further discount. So if you still come down here, you can have a coupon code, and then you can use my coupon code called Daps, and then you can hit the apply button. So you can see that from $143, now we have $129. So that's crazy for a 51 months plan. So if you come up here, you would see that instead of a 2.99, now you are paying a 2.69 dollars per month. So this is an amazing deal for you to start your online store. So you can come down here. Once you choose the period, you can come to the far left here for you to create an account. You can create an account with your email account, or you can use your Facebook or use your Google account to create an account. And once you do that, you can select your payment method, either your credit card, your PayPal, Google Pay, Alipay. All of these payment gateways here work pretty well with Hostinga. And once you do, all you have to do, if you have selected your credit card, you can put your credit card details here and submit a secure payment. That's how easy it is for you to buy your Hostinga account. So you can check your email account. You get some emails from Hostinga giving you your details. You can create a new password. You can do quite a number of things doing that. So you can follow up on that. Once you are there and you are logged in into Hostinga, come to a screen here where you can set up your Hostinga plan. So we need to get started by just hitting the Start Now button here. And once we are able to do that, we will get another prompt that asks us, do you want to create a new website or you want to migrate your website? But for the purpose of this example, we are creating a new website. So we select this. And now we have two options, either use WordPress or use Hostinga Builder with AI. WordPress is fantastic, but WordPress can be very complex. So if you want a very super simple e-commerce store where you can list your product, you can make sales, you can do your SEO, you can integrate with Google Analytics and all this stuff, basically, then this will be good enough. But if you want to have a very complex store with so many other things, and you're ready to go through the hassle of installing a WordPress theme, buying lots of plugins, maybe you want to do subscription, you want to do all those kind of crazy complex stuff on your e-commerce store, then WordPress is the go-to. I have lots of tutorials around WordPress. I'll also be doing lots of more tutorials around WordPress and Hostinga and how you can set up an e-commerce store or any kind of website. Can you just take a pause right now and just give this video a like and subscribe to this YouTube channel? I will appreciate if you can do that. That is just you supporting me as well, and I appreciate that support. So right now, let's continue with Hostinga Builder with AI, and that is my focus for this tutorial. When you click that, you come to this option here where you can claim a free domain. You can also choose a domain, and you can use an existing one. If this is a new account, you have the option to choose a domain. You have the option to buy a domain. So right now, if this is your new account, you're just purchasing, you can claim a free domain. So if you can, why not? I already have domain names registered on my hosting account that I want to use for this tutorial. But if you want to claim your free domain, it's as simple. All you have to do is just hit this select option here, type in your domain name here, type in your preferred TLD, whether it's .in, .me, .com, .help, whatever you want to use. You can select that here and then you search. Once it's available, that's everything you need to do to register. You will be asked further information about your domain. You can give your name, your address, every other information to claim ownership of your domain, and that's everything you need to do. So right now, I won't be going this route. I'll be choosing a domain name. mycbmastery.com exactly is what I would like to use for this tutorial. So let's select this option. So right now, this is redirecting to a website builder, and this is prepared and this is ready for us to use. So right now we'll be redirected to Hostinga AI Builder. So you can see it is here. So let's create your site in 1 minute so you can start creating using their AI Builder. I've experimented with Hostinga AI Builder, and what you just literally need to do is just give this Hostinga some basic information about your business, like your business name, your emails, your social media account, and the description of your services, like 3 basic services that you render. And then this AI will generate a website for you. It's difficult for an AI to design a website for me. I love to pick my designs. I'm very meticulous about how I want my website to look. So it's extremely difficult for an AI to design me a website that would please me. I would not be going through that route. I would rather be going through the route of their pre-made templates. Then I can use AI to generate text, generate other things, use AI to generate their logo and so many other things. Instead of hitting this button that says start creating, we can just come down here to our pre-made templates. So for the purpose of this example, we want to design an online store. So we can just filter this down to e-commerce. So right now I want you to show me template around e-commerce store, and you can see quite a number of templates here. And the amazing thing about this template is that if you hover around them, you can just click start building, or you can preview this template for you to see exactly what this template is about. So right now for this template, for example, I can just hit the preview button, and then I will have this preview pop up for me to see exactly what this website is about. So you can see this is more like a skincare or spa website, and you can see it's quite sleek, beautiful testimonials. You can see, and then after that, then we have the product here for different pricing, and people can purchase those products, and they can also still book an appointment to have a session, and that's quite fantastic. So you can see their services here: face care, body care, nail care, and that's crazy beautiful. And you can just come directly to store. And the amazing thing about their preview here is that you can filter down to see whatever you can filter down to see how this website will look in different devices. So this is exactly what it will look like on a laptop or on a desktop. So if you switch to this, you see how this website will look like on a tab or an iPad. So you can see fantastic stuff here. And also you can switch down to exactly how this will look like really on mobile. So you can see the mobile view too is highly optimized, and this website is super responsive to every device, and that's quite fantastic. So in case you want to use this template, for example, all you have to need is just click the start building button up here, and you can start editing this template. So let's come back and let's go back to our e-commerce category, and then let's scroll down and down and down. There are quite a number of templates you can use here. So you can see go to the second page or the third page, but for the purpose of this example, let's just stick to this. Let's start building. All right, welcome to your website. You can complete setup step is 24 hours and get discounts. So there's a setup process for you to optimize your website, but that's crazy. You can experiment with that if you love that, but I want to close that in this tutorial. So you can still see it's still here. You can see 9 steps: start your website, edit your heading, edit text, do all these things. Once you can do these 9 things within 24 hours, and you can see there's a countdown right now going on. So once you can finish this within 24 hours, you get a coupon code. That's literally up to you. So I'll close this so that we can focus on designing our website. So that's it right now. So you can see we have our website here just ready in few minutes. Super beautiful website. So you can see beautiful website. You can see we have a banner here that says handcrafted home decor. You can literally just change this text, for example, to whatever suits your style. You can just say handcraft home vase, for example, or vase, depending on how you pronounce that. So right now I can edit this section. I can just click it, and once I click it, so you can see I have the option here to change background, go into some further settings, duplicate this. So once you hover around all this button, the text will pop up to let you know exactly what this means. So that's it for this. And the next thing here is the product. Just let's say, for example, you want to you have product in different categories, and you want to list your product in categories. Well, you can see right now here, we don't have categories. We just have one section that lists the product, and it is divided into 2 pages. For the purpose of this example, I will show you exactly how you can do all of those things. So let's say, for example, now we can just add a new section up here, for example, and then you can see that we have quite a number of things we can bring in into our page. Fantastic stuff here. So element, call to action, different things we can do. For about, for gallery, contact form, footer, headlines, images, Instagram feed, maps, slideshows. So you can do a lot of things really, and that's beautiful. But for the purpose of this example, let's just stick with online store here. So you can even add your blog. And if you come down here, I need to let you know there are other things you need to do again, like adding a privacy policy, refund policy, and terms and conditions. So you can draft all these things out, and also you can use the AI assistant to generate content for all of these pages. Possible. These are possibilities. These are the possible things you can do with this builder, and that's quite fantastic. So let's continue with this. Let's just stick with online store here. So you can see now you can still add a product list and you can add a single product. So let's just say we want to add let's say we want to add the best selling product right now first before we now go into categories. For example, in that instance, if your best seller is just one product, if your best sellers are several products, you can choose a product list and filter it down to certain products. But if your best selling product is just one product, so we can just go the route of a single product. But for the purpose of this example, let me show you. Let's use a single product. So we can just choose this, and then you can see that we have this here. But we want to let people know that this is our best-selling product, so it means that we need to add a title to this. So we can still add a section here, and we can come down here and add an headline. So we can choose how we want our headline to display. I'm really thinking, which one should I choose right now? So let's just choose this. There are some things here I won't want, like this, for example. I can just literally just delete this. I can just say, I can click this right now for me to edit this text. If you click on it, you can see edit text here. So if you click this, you can then now change this text. So I can say our bestseller. So that's it. So you can change the styles, you can change the font, you can change the size, you can do all of those things to style this. So if we click on the button as well, so you can just literally just delete this button too. So that's it. So we have our title here, our bestsellers. So right now I can just edit this height. I can just drag this a little up, something more like this. So right now, if you come down here, you would see that you have this option here to assign product. So right now, if I click this, I will see products. I can just connect this button to a product. I can click this to see all the products we have on store. Every product we have on store are just sample products, are demo products that Hosting has added for us. So I can just choose one of these products, for example, as our products. So you can see the price is there, the hard to bag is there, and the description of this product is there. And that's literally everything we need to add our bestseller product on our store. And that's it. So let's just have a preview of what our website looks like right now in a preview mode. We have this banner here, and then we have our bestseller product, and then we now have our general product. So let's come back to editor. So we're making progress designing our store. So right now we have been working with the demo product that was added to this store. So let me show you exactly how you can add your own products to this store before we even continue designing the page and doing all those stuff. You will see that we have quite a number of options here by our far left. If you hover around all these things, you see all like this button now is for you to add a new element. This one here is for pages and navigations. This one here is for website style. So we're going to walk through all of these things. This is a blog in case you want to add a blog to this. This right now is now for our online store. This is also for our AI tools. This is for analytics. This is for our languages in case you want to change your website to different languages or other stuff. So we see some other further settings down here. So website settings, all those things are there. And also up here right now, you can see our online store. We are going to use all these things eventually, and then we can preview, we can switch view from a mobile view to a web view, so that when you're editing your website, you can have an idea what this look like on other devices. And then you can undo whatever you had done before or redo here. So you can see your website here, mycbmastery.com is connected. You can also have some domain settings, and you can preview your website. And once you are done doing all the edits, you can literally go live with your edits, so your website will be published. So that's it. I've been able to walk you through all of those things. So now let's come down to online store here, for example. So you can see we have our product here. So right now, what we can do to continue this tutorial is for us to manage our products, for us to go to our online store. As you can see that we can manage products here or manage your store directly here, and you can click this here. You can literally just remove this store entirely and then create a brand new store. But for the purpose of this example, we can just come to manage products. So we need to change the name of our product. We need to create categories for products. We need to add new products. We need to do so many things with our online store. So I think for this tutorial here, my attention should be more on what you can do with your store than just literally just designing the pages. So once we are done with all these online store settings, we can then come and see what we can do with the design of the page and all of that. So I really don't want to waste all my energy trying to put in some designs here and there, and then we leave some important things around the store. So right now, let's just hit the manage product. Do is to launch our store manager. In your own case, you might get a prompt for you to add a name to your store and do all those things. You can follow the prompt as much as possible. Select your currency, select your country. Those things are important. If you're selecting your country, it's very important for you to select, in case you want to use PayPal or use Stripe, select a country where Stripe and PayPal is accepted. For example, I'm in Nigeria. PayPal and Stripe is not acceptable in this part, in this country. In that case, if I select Nigeria, for example, when I'm done with my store, I won't have access to PayPal for my payment gateway or Stripe. So I would advise that you use a country, a location that accept this payment in case that's what you want to use. And as a matter of fact, that's only 12 payment gateways available for you to use for this online store, or you do manual payment on delivery in case you're delivering physical products. So that's the options for you. Right now, you see I have not done that process for this. So if I come to dashboard, you can see I literally need to do the review of my company. If I come down here, which is very, very important for us to do, official name, I can add the logo, I can put my email, my city, my state, my zip code, and then the country. Like I told you, you can see I put this to United States so that I will have access to PayPal and Stripe. That's very important. So you can do all these things and then save the settings. I wouldn't want to waste time going through all of these right now. So eventually we're going to come to these settings and go through them one after the other, but let's just start first with our product. And here we can begin to edit this product, change the image. You may want to go the route of deleting all the products and then adding a new one, but I think it's just easy for you to modify the ones that are here to your product. It's quite easier that way. But in case you want to delete, all you have to do is just hit this button here to highlight all the products there. You can just hit the delete button and every of the product on your store will be deleted. And then you can then now start adding new one. You can just come here, click the add new button, and then upload your images and go through all of them. It's quite very super simple. It's quite very easy to do. I'm sure you won't have a problem doing that. But I will tick this right now, and then I will click this. You can view this if you want to view this product, and then you can click this button here to either edit this, duplicate this, or delete this. And you can see this product doesn't have any variation, no variant for this product. So let's edit this product. So just the same thing as if you were to want to add a new product, the same process. You can come down here, you can add a product name. This is saying sample product. I can just say Daps this, and I can add more images of this product if I want. This is the main product image. I can add more as a gallery product. So those things would be available around the product. And we also see settings for you to show your gallery product and how you want this to display. And then you can add a subtitle for Ribbon. You can just let them know it's a new product, it's super selling, it's hot. I can just say hot right now, fast selling. You can just whatever ribbon you want to put around the product, that's literally up to you. And then the description about the product, very, very important. You need to write extensively about this product so that you can convince people to buy the product. And then you can change your pricing here. You can put a discount in case you want to. You can then add the SKU if you want to, weight or whatever you want of the products. That's literally up to you. You can also track the quantity of the products here. If you click this here, once a product is about a certain quantity, you want to start tracking it so that you know how to maybe reorder your product so that you can definitely have your store not empty. So that's something you can do. It's a fantastic feature. Another thing you can do here is to add variation to your product. So in case you want to add different sizes, different colors, you want to do those kind of variation here, this is the best option here. So if you come down here, option, you can just type whatever option it is and then add different variation. So you can say for this variation, we can say is color. Let's say you have white. You can also have black. Let's say you have another one, gray as well. That's it. You can save this. So you can see we have variation for color, weight, black, and gray. You can add several other variations in case you have variations like the size, the weight, those kind of things. That's a fantastic thing you can do here. And then you can manage these variations in case you want to sell your variations for different prices. So you can manage that here. So if you click the manage variant, so for white now, for example, you can add a specific image here for white. That's very important. And then you can maybe set a different pricing for white, different pricing for black, different pricing for gray. That's very important. And once you are done, you can hit the save changes button. And that's fantastic. That's a fantastic thing to be able to do. And then for our store, we should be able to have categories. It look like this product is not under any category, which is the last thing we have here because we have not created any category. So we can just save this, and then the next thing we can see on our menu here is the category. So we can then now add different categories to our store. Categories, and then we can add a category to our store. So we can say first category, I can just say category A, for example. And then here to this store now, I can then assign products to this store. I can add Daps Brook, this and this first three products to category A, and then I save this. So, and then once I add this product to this category, I can just hit the save changes. So you can see we have category A and we have 3 products. We can definitely add more products to this category. So let's add another category. I can just say category B now, and then I can assign product to this category as well. So we've done the first 3. I can do the next 3 as well. And then I can save changes. So you can see, and then I can save this eventually. So we have category B. So for the purpose of this example, let's do the last one. That's to add category C to our store. And then I can assign products. I've done the first 6. So I can take the next 3 as well. Perfect balance. Then I can save this. And that's it. We have categories in our store. So these categories, you can name them, give them different names that you want to, based on how you structure your store. So that's it. So once we are done with our categories, so you can see you can click on each of them to edit them and to delete them. So you have quite a number of options. So that's it for categories. So let's come to the next thing here, which is orders. This is where we are going to see all the orders on our store. Fortunately, this store is not even launched yet, so we don't have orders. So as it says, wait for orders. So the next thing is appointment. You can see you can enable appointment for your business. So let's enable this and let's see what we have. So right now, what you can do here is to set your availability. You have, so by default here, Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. If this is not okay by you, you can come to edit and set up dates. Let's say, for example, you are not available on Fridays, or on Fridays, you're only available from, let's say, you're only available from 12 p.m. on Fridays to 3 p.m. That's it. So that's it for Friday. You can change the days that you're available, on what time are you available, so that people can schedule to book an appointment with you in case you're offering services like that on your website. So once you're done, you can hit the save changes button, and that's it for appointment. And once people start booking appointments, once you come down here, you'll be able to see appointment and you see the dates and the people who have booked an appointment with you. And that's very, very fantastic. Isn't that a lovely feature to have? And then the next thing we can do here again is to set up discounts in case you want to give people discounts on your store. Literally very simple. Just come to add discount. So for discount on this store, the only option we have here is percentage, and that's good enough. Just give some people a percentage off. Then you can put your discount code here. You can just say Black Friday, for example. For you now, the discount name is what name that would let you know what discount it is. You can still call it Black Friday as well. But for your discount code here, there won't be space, there won't be all those things. So over here now for discount name, you can afford to put some space. So now for our discount right now, how many percentage off do you want to give? Let's say for Black Friday, you want to give 5% off. If this coupon code is store-wide, then you can leave it for all products. But if it's for some specific products that you can, or specific categories, and then you can add that category, it could just be for products around category A, for example, or category B. So we can just say category A is okay. And then we can also set discount conditions, limit the number of use per discount, set the minimum purchase amount to enter in cart. So for example, this discount code can be activated when somebody is buying a product higher than $100, for example. So you want to set minimum. So this is, for example, you have to be able to buy $100 for you to be able to use this coupon code. So you have the option also to limit the total number of uses for this coupon. So you don't want people to use it more than 10 times, 1 time, 2 times, really up to you. An active date, you may want to start this coupon code on a particular date, on a particular time, and also end it at a particular day and a particular time. So that's literally up to you. And then you can hit the save changes button. So limit must be a positive number. Sorry, I didn't put anything here, so I can just untick that and then I can save this. You can see we already have this coupon code active on our store. So that's it. We are done with that. So finally, let's come to our store settings. And this is where we just need to just set some details here. So the number of things we have to do here. And the first thing here is our store details, your store name, your store currency. And I think we have walked through this. So this is very basic. And the next thing is your company information. You want to come down here, add your logo, your contact details, your phone number, your street, your the details of your store. That's very, very important. So you can come here. This is where to put those settings. So you can come back here. So now let's come to payment, which is very, very, very important for a store. So you can see now I have the option here for PayPal, for Stripe, and also to add a manual payment. So for PayPal, it's literally very simple. What you just need to do here is to connect your PayPal account to your store, and in super simple step. So if you come down here, hit the connect button. So here I need to add my PayPal details, so this, and then I'll hit the next button. So now I need to put my password for me to sign into my PayPal. So you can see, thanks for signing up. You now have an account and you have successfully integrated PayPal and Hostingal International Limited. And that's literally everything we need to do. Just sign in and everything is done. And then I can go back to Hostingal International Limited. So most times I notice the same thing. Once you do this, you still see setup not finished, but you don't need to worry. Your PayPal has been integrated with your PayPal, and after a while, this would finish. This would complete. After a while, if it's not working, you can try to connect it again, but I think maybe that's a connection issue with Hostingal and PayPal, but it worked for me eventually, so it should work. So that's it. So let's come back. It's the same thing for Stripe in case you want to use Stripe too as well, so you can connect that way. So the next thing for us to come down here is to come to shipping. And then since I selected United States, so you can see regular, I have United States here, 57 states already here. So I have the option here. I can choose to edit this. You can see here, the name is regular. I can change the name to whatever I want. And I can add other countries in case you are planning to ship your product to other countries. So you can add all the countries that you want to ship your product to. If there are states here that you don't want to ship your product to, you can exclude those states also from your shipping zone. In case you're doing free shipping in a certain place and you are getting paid shipping some other place, you can also still work around that. And then we can then add other options here, for example, and then we can say this one now, we can say this shipping is standard and shipping rate is, let's say, $20. We can add a condition to our shipping, for example, order price, weight, depending on the price or depending on the weight for our shipping. So that's literally up to you. We can just basically add this shipping. So you can see we have regular, that is free. We have standard. We can still add more shipping options. That's literally up to you. All right, so now we're done with our shipping. So now let's come to our checkout. You want to make sure that people possibly accept your terms and conditions. So if you want to do that, you have to paste the link of your terms and condition and also your privacy. I think I mentioned that earlier around the pages, how you can generate your terms and condition page. So we can't leave these things. We have not created that, but if you have, I think it's very good for you to have people accept your terms and conditions and privacy policy. And the next thing here is your custom option, require phone number at checkout, add a custom field at checkout. So you need to see what your checkout looks like so that you can know exactly other custom options you want on your checkout. So checkout language is English language, and that's good enough for us. So that's everything around store checkout. So I'm sure that's pretty much easy for you to understand. And the next thing is emails. So you will see exactly what your emails look like. So for order confirmation, so this is sent automatically when an order is placed. So you can preview the email here to see exactly what the email looks like. So you can see this is order 101 and you can see the details about the order, and that's exactly what it would look like. So you can go down and see all these things to see exactly what your emails would look like. So let's come back here as well. The next thing here is our taxes. Do you want to charge taxes? So if you want to charge taxes, you can add region to your taxes. That's the same thing as fees, and then you can add your country. You can then add your taxes. It's the same procedure with just like adding the shipping to your store. So that's it. So you can come back here. I don't want to waste so much time with that. I believe these things are super self-explanatory. And the last thing here is your invoices are pretty much basic. So you can make some changes to what you want your invoice to look like. What's the title? Do you want to call it invoice, or you want to call it a receipt, or you want to call it whatever you want to call it really? Invoice number, you may want to call it one. You may your company details, your logo. If you have filled that, I believe that should auto populate here. So you can see the ones I have filled here as populated here as well. So you may want to, show logo, show phone number, show email. If you don't want to do that, you can tick that. No, I don't want to, or I want to. So you can have some form of control over how you want your invoices to look like. And once you're done, you can just hit the save changes button. But since we didn't really make literally changes to this, I'll just leave this. Yes, I'll leave without any changes. So that's literally how to go about your store settings and set out your store manager to make sure that your store is in place and everything is fine. And once you are done over with all these things here, it means your store is ready for you to use, and then you can then go back and start designing your website. So that's it. So let's go back to edit website. So we are back here. So for our bestseller, we can come back here and assign a product, and then we can choose a product. I can just say Daps, and then we have this here. So you can see our variant is now here, whether white, black, or gray. So you can see how beautiful this is. And I just love how this is just so sleek. You can see this is out of stock currently. I think I've done some settings there in SKU or manager or quantity supply that have made this out of stock. So you should go back there and just do some changes to things. So this is our bestseller. Let's say, for example, we leave that. And then, for example, now here, let's say we now want to display these by categories, for example. What I can do here is for me to come to settings, and then instead of all products here, I can choose this and come to categories and then limit this product to category A. So that's it. I can still do some settings here, like come to layout. How do I want this to display? You can see this is at the center. I can choose it to the left. So you can see that the product name is now at the left, but I can just basically leave this to the center, and then our column is 3. You may want to increase this to make it 4 or to make it 2, as the case is. But since we have 3 products there, I would definitely leave that out. So we can still come down to style here. For this, we can change some colors here. We can add pagination in case we want to. So per this category, we just want 6 products at a time. So if you have more products in our categories now, which would lead to next page, so that people can then possibly go to next page to see other products in that category. So add to back button here, we want to enable this. You can see it is not enabled in our category. So do we want this? So you can see people can now add this to bag. I can also change the text from add to bag, so it can be add to cart, for example. Some people can relate to that more than add to bag or add to basket, whatever it is. And you may just want this button to show only on over alone. Once people over around this product, the button comes down there. But if there is no over, it will just be plain. And I think that's literally more beautiful. So as I told you earlier, you can change how you want your button to display. So if I come to change shape, it will take me down to website styles there for me to change the general button outlook of the store. So I'll leave this basically, and that's literally how to make some changes. So I can just close this. So right now you can see we are done with this. This is for category A right now, but we need to add a title to this so that we let people know what category it is. Maybe it is menswear, women's wear, just like we did here for our bestseller. But what we can do here for this is we can duplicate this. So you can see this is 2, and then if we hover around this, I can just press down and this will come down. So you can see I already have that down here, and I can just change this text by double clicking it, and I can just do Ctrl A and just do category A. So that's literally how super simple and easy it is. I can duplicate these two as well, for example. So if I click this section now, I can duplicate this, and then I can also still click this and move this down. I can come down to this section now as well and also duplicate this. So you can see I have 2 of this here, but I can come down here and I can move this down. So I have category A. I can change this category now. I can double click this and then change this to B, and then I can click this right now, for example, and then I can come to edit this, and I can change this from category A to category B. So fantastic. You can see that we now have this category now. So we now have category A up, and then we have category B, and that's super amazing. So you can continue like that. You can create another category for category C. You can also create maybe another category. Now you can now create another section eventually that will now be for all the products that is not captured in maybe your categories. So that's basically up to you how you want to categorize your page or how you want to display your shop page. So after that, we can see that what we have here is one boring footer. We are going to change this eventually. Let's see what we can still add to our store. So let's add a new section. For example, we have quite a number of things here we can do. Let's say, for example, we are also selling on our Instagram. We post more pictures about our vase or our vase or our product on Instagram. I want to display our Instagram feed on our website. We can do that, for example. So I think that's the only thing I'll be doing right now to add more to this website. So let's come to our Instagram feed here, and we have quite a number of options here how we want to display our Instagram feed on our website. So you can see different options. So you can scroll down to whichever work for you. But I think for the purpose of this example, this is good. This is just 2 rows. So I'll choose this, and then you can see this is literally displaying now. If you come around this image, if you click this, you would see this option here where you can edit your feed. So if you click this option here, you can then connect your Instagram account to Hostinger. So if you click this, you sign in, and once you sign in, you give permission the same way we did for PayPal earlier. You give Hostinger permission to access your Instagram feed. So right now your Instagram feeds would now display literally here on your website, so you can determine how many items you want per time. This is 8 in 4 rows, so 2 columns. So you can change that. You can come to layout, you can come to animation too as well to give some animation to this, but you get the idea really. So that's it for Instagram feed. We can leave this, and finally we want to take out this footer and then add another one. I think this is super boring, honestly, but I can just add another section here, and then we can come down here to foot. I think this is footer here, for example. And you can see we now have a number of options here on how our footer should look. This is a map, and this is get in touch. Depending on what you want and how you want your footer to look, so you can add something literally more beautiful. Let's say, for example, we just want to have a contact form like this, and then more information. I can just choose this, and then you can see this is now a footer. I can just literally delete this away. Yes, delete this. So now this is our footer. So you need to change your details here, and then you need to also assign your Instagram details here. Super simple. And for your form as well, you can edit this form. You can see it's a contact form. You can see it will send this form to my email. You can change the email. You can view form submissions. You can change the field, the button, the style, the animation, and a number of things you can do. I really don't want to waste time trying to do all these things, but you get the idea. This is literally super simple. So if we come up here too as well, this is a very boring header, but we can also make changes to this. Look for maybe a more beautiful image to use. I love to use pixels to get a good royalty image. So you can come to pixels.com, and then we can just maybe type in verse. And I can do this filter. I don't want all orientations. I just want something horizontal alone, since we want to use it for our website. And then if I scroll down here, I will see a number of images I can use. I like this image here. I can then come to large and then download this. And our image is downloaded here. So right now I can literally just replace my background image, and then I can just hit the replace button, and I can choose to upload this. And then I have this here, and we have this image uploading. All right, you can select this image now. All right, so we have a new image here. So I can then change this text, edit this, and then change the color. I can choose something like this, or I can something depending on what you want to do really, but I can just leave this like this. But this image is too shouty. You can change the image to whatever, to a more beautiful image, but you get the idea. By and large, that's exactly how you can make some changes around here. The next thing here is our logo. Definitely Hostinger has an AI logo that we can use to design our logo too as well. So let's rush and see how we can do that. If you come to AI tools here, if you click, you see they have AI rewriter, AI heatmap. I will not be able to touch down on all of these things right now in these tutorials. These are things you want to still see me do. You can let me know in the comment section for me to do more tutorials around that, so I would know that you are interested in that. So now let's launch AI logo maker, and let's see what we can do. So you can see I've used this AI to generate logos in time past. So these are the logos I've generated. So it's super simple. You can just come to the create button here. This is set to automatic, but I may want to cancel this. So this is auto. It will randomly just generate a logo for you based on maybe the last information you are giving to it. But it's crazy, I've not given any information here. So I should have just possibly come down here. So it's using this information that I used the last time. I can change this right now, or I can just literally just come to the next option here, which is describe or create yourself. So you can literally just design anything you want to design here yourself. But basically, when I come down to describe, I can click this option here for me to see more options, how you want your, so you can see you can come up with more logos for me. Daps vase, for example, beautiful and sleek vases. My industry, definitely not motivation. We want to just say unique color. I think that is good. So that's good. So let's then create this and let's say what this AI tool, what logo this AI tool can come up with if we find a very good result. So you can see it's been able to come with some very basic logo. I can say I'm not cool with this, generate more results. So let's this create more results. Let's see what it can come up with. All right, more result, but this time around, maybe not the best. But you can just keep going all around till you're able to get the perfect logo that you want. And but I think this is something I can still work around with. I don't want to waste so much time in this tutorial. This is not too bad. However, this icon maybe not communicating the vase, so you can maybe change the icon yourself. And let me type verse and let me see if they have any icon around that. Okay, all right, I can scroll down, but I really don't want. Okay, I think I like this. Okay, I think I'm going for this. This more like it. And then I can change the front here from Lato. You can maybe use Roboto, Poppins, whatever you want to use. I can maybe do something like this. And for icon, I can choose to either reduce or increase depending on what you want. And you can change the layout from where you want your icon to be, on top or beneath or somewhere. But I think this is just perfect, right? So, and that if that's it, I can just hit the download button and that's it. Our logo file has been downloaded. So, and that's it. That's how super simple it is for us to create our logo. So we can come back to our store. We can then come back to our heading. We can, once we click our header here, we can edit our navigation here, or we can see option here for us to change our logo. So here we can replace our logo. We can now upload our logo here. So you can hit the upload button and let me show all files. Ensure that you must have unzipped your logo. That's very important. So let me come back to downloads. So I have my logo verse here. So I can just select this and then I can open this up. I can then select this and then I have my logo updated. So you can see, but for the logo here, I can increase the size of the logo. So for my logo width, I can just increase that. Perfect. And then for my logo position, I can change the position, but I think where it is here is just beautiful enough. So that's it for our logo. You can see how super simple and easy it is for us to design our logo. And that's literally it. Our website is literally almost done. There are still a number of things you can do, quite a number of things really. So if we come down here to these options here right now, you can see this is where you can easily just add elements, different elements to your website. But right now, I think we are done with that. I don't want to waste time here. So we can come to pages and navigation. So you can see this for our menu here. We may want to add a new page, for example, for our privacy policy and also for our terms and conditions. Like I mentioned earlier, for the purpose of this example, let's try to see how we can add one. We also have option here for refund policy and also terms and conditions. So let's stick to terms, privacy policy, and you can see we have a template here and it's quite fantastic. I can put my company name now as, so after putting all these details here, I can just hit add page. And then I automatically now have a privacy and policy page. Is literally super simple, super easy. This has generated this page for us. How super simple can it be for you to design something this cool? So you can see, I can see my page URL here. I can hide this page if I want to. I can put a social image. I can put a password if I really want to, but there is no need for that in all honesty. So you can read your privacy policy page and then make necessary edits in case you want to. That's literally up to you. So if you come up here right now, you see we have privacy policy page right added to our menu. So you can do the same thing for returns. So you can do the same things for terms. You can add other pages if you want to. So that's it. So I can close this right now. So you see we have this page here. So the next thing here is your website styles. So you can make some changes to our colors. So you can see all the default colors on the website. This has been used 6 times, 10 times, 11 times. So you can make changes to our colors to give it a uniformed colors. And I like the fact that the colors here are universal colors. So if you change this black right now, it will change everywhere on the website. So it has been used 99 times. This has been used 31 times. White has been used 89 times. So if you change it anywhere it has been used, it will change. So you don't need to go on after the other changing colors here and there on your website. How beautiful can that be? And that's for colors. So you can come to text. You can change the general text of the entire website to something different. And you can also play around with the button. So how you want the button to display. This is something we have currently. I can choose this display for my button. I can also choose this depending on what I want. And I can play around animations for my website. How do I want my text to animate when they are popping up, and my images and all those kind of things. So these things are quite very beautiful. So I really don't want to waste so much time more around all these things. This video is getting extremely long. So I can close this right now so you get the idea. So the next thing we have here is a blog. You may want to add a blog on your store. You want to write more about your product and all those kind of things. Fantastic thing, very easy for us to do again as usual. So what we have to do here is just hit the button, start a blog, and that's it. We already have a blog here, we have a blog page here, and we have random post here that we can edit and write something. And you can also use AI to generate our blog, our title and post and images and all those things. Super simple, super easy, isn't it? So these are how the blog post here, for example. So we can pick one here, for example, and we can say we want to edit this. So you can see we have quite a number of options here. If we click this right now, we can change post title, for example. So now our title can be my favorite this, for example. I can add my post description. This is my post URL, author, definitely that's me. I can just say Daps. And then the post date, I can schedule it if I want to schedule it. That's literally up to me. I can come to my featured image here. I can change this now, and then I can replace this vase. I can just say, okay, maybe this is it as my displayed image, and that's it. I can also add a category to this if I want to, but for the purpose of the example, I will leave this plain. I can save these changes. So that's it. So you can see I've made changes to my title. This is my displayed image here. I can also change this image to be the same image I used earlier. I can select this, and you can see that's it. I can style this image in case I want to. I can add some border radius so you can see to the image to give it some style, actions. If somebody clicks on it, nothing should happen. I can want to open it in full screen preview, for example. If someone clicks on that image, I want them to see the full screen preview of that. I can also add an animation to this image if I want to. I can close this. So literally, I can start creating content for my blog post. As you can see, AI assistant, I can use AI to generate content about this. So what you want to do is just write a paragraph about what you want to write about the vase, and you can just generate text. We're going to cancel this right now, and that's it. That's everything we are doing. We are done with this. So we have done online. So for our AI tool as well, you can play with the AI writer like I just mentioned about, and the AI heat map. I don't want to waste so much time doing that right now. And what we can also still do here is analytics. So you can see we don't have any information about the website currently. Once website start running, we'll begin to see the analytics of our website, how many people are visiting, where they are visiting from, and all those kind of things. And we have some integrations also that we can work around with. So if you come here, you can see we can connect this store with our Google Analytics, with Oja, with Facebook Pixel, Messenger Live Chat, Google Tag Manager, WhatsApp, Google AdSense, and Google AdMob. I don't want to go into all of these things, but these things are pretty much self-explanatory. If you just come down here, you can add your phone number, you can add the text, and then you can just hit your connect and then follow the procedures. and you have this live on your website. Isn't this amazing? So you can still do more around your SEO for you to optimize your store appropriately, so you can then add information about your store to see how this page would display in your search engines. So you can see here my business or brand name. I can just say it's Daps Vis, for example. I can go to the next step and then add my language is English. That's okay. I can add the page description. I can do all those things for search engines, and this is very, very important. So once you do that here, you'll be able to see all those things here, and you're going to get more recommendations. You can add keywords for you, and that's the amazing thing about this. All these things here, we're going to be needing a ton of plugins to be able to get all these features done in our WordPress website, but these things are free for you to use here in your Hostinger Builder. Isn't this amazing? So that's literally some of the things you can do with your website, and there's still other options here for your settings that you can play around with. And the amazing thing I like about this is that you can export this to WordPress. However, there's some pluses to that, so you can choose to read more about this for you to see some of the dynamic content you can or cannot export to WordPress. So you see, this is, I really don't think I want to take this much more further than this, but I think this is self-explanatory. The platform is super easy to use. Everything is beautiful and free for you to use. So the final thing we will do before we end this tutorial right now is for us to make all this website go live. So if you hit the go live button, you can see you can also hit this go live button as well again here, and then you can see our website is publishing. How super simple, super easy it is. You should also not forget to switch in between your web view and your mobile view for you to see how this website is displaying, so that you can make changes accordingly. Now our website is ready, so it says you can view your website. So that exactly is what we are going to do. mycbmastery.com. So I have this super sleek, beautiful website. So you can see here, isn't this amazing? And I'm ending this video here. That's my time for this video. If you find this video very useful, give me a thumbs up. If you have any issue whatsoever, let me know in the comments. I would look out for them. If there are other tutorials you want me to still touch down on that I have skipped, that I didn't do justice to, you can let me know. I can do more tutorials around that to help you appropriately. Thank you. If you find this video extremely useful, like I said, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to this YouTube channel, turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss out on further tutorials from me. And that's my time for this video. I'll see you in another video. Until then, do make sure you have a nice time. Bye for now.